Jocelyn Stringer was a giant among newspapermen. The day he accepted my invitation to become the executive managing editor of the Daily Crucible, I gave thanks to God and wept for 3 hours. For I knew that I was not fit to lick the back bumper of his Vauxhall Nova. Only a month ago, he went on a brief holiday to the Bahamas. A holiday he was to cut short when he heard the Crucible's plans to publish the memoirs of Molly Sugden's gynecologist. It is now 3.5 weeks since his plane went missing in the Bermuda Triangle. And we can only fear the worst, that he has died a horrific and hideously grisly death. But stone dead though he be, he is yet remembered and revered, and this much I promise, come what may, we who remain, we who cherish all that is good in British journalism, will never forget the name of...
Months ago this week, multimillionaire Terence Twiggy Rathbone bought up the ailing Daily Crucible, then acknowledged as the dreariest newspaper in the English language. A paper so dull, proofreaders had been known to go into a terminal coma while checking the weather report. Within weeks, Rathbone's new editor, Russell Spam, had revived the Crucible's flagging fortunes with a heady brew of inventive gimmicks, racy storylines, and aggressive advertising. Today, Rathbone's plans for a new evening paper, the London Fog, are said to be well advanced, along with a special Braille edition of the Crucible for blind people. Mr. Rathbone, rumour has it you may soon be introducing new printing technology. And your plans to lose 60% of the workforce, the British way, through a combination of natural wastage and industrial accidents. I'm looking to reassure your workers.
British print workers are the salt of the earth, Dickie. I, as a lifelong socialist, have only their best interest at heart.
Yes, you claim to be a lifelong socialist and have done ever since Labour got back into power at the last election. Though this time last year you were saying, and I quote, all socialists are a festering canker on the backside of society.
You're quoting me out of context there, Dickie. No. I've always been a staunch supporter of the Labour movement. And I've nothing but admiration for this new Royal Commission they've set up to investigate the insidious right-wing press barons who are monopolising our newspapers. The British press has a fine, noble tradition moulded by the greatest men of our time. Rothermere, Beaverbrook, Northcliffe, and this man, whose name will never be forgotten. Our task now, though Herculean, is to select his successor. In the meantime, his spirit lives on at the Crucible as a testament to the values of decency and good taste in modern journalism. Turn that dribble off, will you, Jack? I'm sorry, Greg. Yeah, 5.9 inches, yes. 6.2 inches. Right. Prince Edward? All right. Do you have a diameter for him at all?
Yes, so... What sort of man, Mr. Rathbone, will you be looking for as the new managing editor of the Crucible?
Let me tell you the sort of man I won't be looking for, Dickie. An intellectual figurehead, a sham, whose only purpose is to give the paper a spurious credibility in the eyes of the authorities. I think you know the sort. Television's littered with them. The smarmy little former announcer with his own afternoon show thinks he's a journalist and wouldn't know a news story from a lump of dung. We need someone who is strong and dynamic. Someone like yourself, Dickie, who I've always admired ever since you used to read the late-night pig prices on Chiltern Radio.
Oh, really, Mr. Rathbone?
You're a man who doesn't know the meaning of the word illiterate, Dickie. A too sharp an operator to be taken in by cheap, hollow flattery.
Thank you very much, sir.
The Crucible's editor, Russell Spam, is getting too big for his boots. He needs to be taken down a peg or two, and you could be the man to do it, Dickie. Mr. Richard Lipton will assume his new position with immediate effect, and I'm confident he'll uphold the same standards of integrity as his illustrious predecessor, whose name will never be forgotten. He will be frank, vociferous, and outspoken in every way.
Yes, and in particular, I'd just like to say...
That's all we have time for now, gentlemen. Dickie, this is the proudest moment of my life, to serve underneath a man whose tough and gritty skills I've admired ever since you used to present Birthday Club on Anglia television, dressed in a giant rabbit suit. Just the sort of dynamic force...
All right, Russell, that's enough of that flannel. I'm here today with a personal mandate from Mr. Rathbone to clean this paper up, starting with this little gem. The male members of the royal family, how do they measure up to each other? This is nothing short of pornography. Where did you get this information?
Insiders at the palace, Dickie.
Insiders? What were the inside? Prince Philip's trousers? No. From now on, Russell, the Crucible will find rather more elevated topics to fill its columns. Is that clear?
That's crystal, Dickie. And nothing could be more elevated than my next piece of news. Today, gentlemen, ladies, I signed on the most sensational newspaper columnist in publishing history. Someone more qualified than anyone else alive to write about global affairs and declining human morals in the world today.
Really, Russell? Who's that?
God.
Beg your pardon.
God, Dickie. Every Thursday, starting this week, God will contribute 500 words exclusively to the Daily Crucible. The words, in this case, being conveyed to us through a very holy man who was the Almighty's chosen prophet on earth.
Ah, I see. You mean a spokesman for the church putting forward the Holy Gospel in the form of a...
Well, yeah.
Lipton? Oh, yes, Mr. Rathbone. Really? Yes, I'd be delighted to, sir. Yes, thank you. It appears I've been asked to address a special conference of Polynesian newspaper editors in John O'Groats this evening.
Congratulations, Dickie, an honour indeed. Yes.
Remember, Russell, no fast ones while I'm gone.
I'd as soon slit my grandmother's throat, Dickie.
This holy man of God, who was the Almighty's chosen prophet on earth, Russell, you didn't tell us his name.
Sergeant Major Ken Lutterworth of the Essex Light Infantry.
Yes, I've been imbued with the Holy Spirit since last February, I think it was. February the 13th.
I gather God came to you in an amphibious landing craft.
Well, that happens that way sometimes.
Fine. Well, Sergeant Major, this will be very useful background for our readers. So it's been a
Yes,
real...
well, the key is, you see, not to let army work rule your life. A lot of people in my position, military procedure, gets into their system. They can't shake it off. Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, lovely.
Sugar?
Yes, please.
So Major Lutterworth and Mrs. Brinsdale, 2 teas, one with, one without, in the lounge on the double. Thank you. Is this bothering you?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yes, it's more like a transcendental experience, really. The material world seems to recede, and slowly my mind becomes intoxicated with God's holy knowledge. That's when it's best to get it all down, you see, onto paper.
Yeah, best really paper. Hard to get tablets of stone into the typewriter.
Well, it's all there. Any spelling mistakes are mine, not God's. He's infallible, of course.
Of course. Well, I better skip the cuppa. They're all on tenterhooks for this back at the office. So, is that an article by Derek Jameson there? You know, I think he's so astute and witty, that man. He really puts his finger on it. I don't think I've seen this one.
Well, you can take it. I'm finished with it.
Yeah?
That's fine.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll send it right back. Well, I'd better split now. Thanks for your time. It's always a pleasure to meet a really rational and socially responsible human being for a change.
God lashes out at loony left. Today, the first of a series of hard-hitting articles, God, the creator of heaven and earth, speaks frankly in modern issues. End thug terror on streets with surgical commando raised by God. Sergeant Major Ken Butterworth. Make no bones about it, the world I created has become a hotbed of sin. As God, here's my 5-point plan to stamp out crime and thuggery now. 1, send in the troops to curb inner-city violence. 2, deploy crack SAS units at all soccer grounds, with nerve gas to be standard issue. 3, set up roadblocks.
Not a bad one, is it? Switchboard's jammed already. People ringing up to say how much they agree with God, asking if he can cure their sciatica.
It's hogwash, Russell. You don't believe all this God rubbish.
Oh, thank you not to blaspheme in public, Dickie. Especially in front of a born-again Christian such as myself, or to Jack here, a devout Quaker all his life.
Oh, well, I didn't mean... Sorry, I didn't mean to,
So, next week we'll jack it up a stage further. We'll launch the Crucible's new Pray-In hotline. Direct to God. The almighty agony aunt. What could we call it? Dear God. Dear God! Good one, Dickie. Make another one, Jack. Sweetheart.
Right, I make that 17 this morning, a record even for us.
17, Dickie, 17 what?
Well, let's see if we can spot the common link, shall we? AIDS-riddled hairdresser in tainted perm shock. AIDS dentist slams false teeth of death. M&S denies undies in no return AIDS blow. AIDS scare biscuit barrel ends WI coffee mornings. Do I need to go on?
Highly important subject, Dickie.
All the more reason for us, Russell, to treat it in a mature and responsible manner instead of all this mindless, trumped-up gobbledygook.
I agree, Dickie. Only an intellectual behemoth of your acute perception could have spotted it. I was blind, but now I see. From now on, we'll adopt an altogether different, more moderate approach.
It's more as AIDS splash, Russell.
Get me that. London Transport are today playing down rumours that the public could catch AIDS on the Metropolitan line. I wonder what rumours those could be. The rumours, published exclusively in yesterday's Crucible, claim the Underground's chief seat upholsterer once shared a Mars bar with a man who'd been to San Francisco.
Jack, that story makes me ashamed to belong to the British press. Among us now there dwells a visionary who alone can point out the error of our tawdry ways. Dickie, from now on, the Crucible's attitude to this problem will change. I'm going to put our most reliable and sensitive reporter on it. Jack, get me Greg Kettle.
Excuse me.
Very well, but shut the door as you leave.
Now, moment. There are certain regulations.
Great Kettle, Her Majesty's Press. I shall have to ask you to direct me to the confidential NHS Records Department, if you please.
I beg your pardon. These documents are for internal use only.
So are suppositories. They might be available to the general public. I'm afraid that unless you allow me unrestricted access to your files, I shall have you up under the Official Secrets Act.
Oh, my goodness. Can you do that?
Yes, I can. One moment, please. Before you open these files, I have to see your identification.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that seems to be in order. Can't be too careful these days. I'll proceed.
What file exactly does you want?
A file of AIDS carrier.
Sorry.
A list of all those people who have had positive test results for the AIDS virus.
Right.
Thank you. The government insisted there wasn't one, so I knew it must be here somewhere. By the powers of Her Majesty's press, I hereby commandeer this vehicle. Drive on as fast as you can.
Oh, but I was just going
This man Lutterworth, Maggie, he's completely loony, surely. I mean, the voice of God, come on.
Well, loonies are our bread and butter, really, aren't they? Of course, Lutterworth's no ordinary loony. Something very odd about him.
What do you mean? What do you mean, no ordinary loony?
Well, this is just a theory of mine, but I think that Lutterworth... No, I better not. I'll wait till I'm sure. Let's just say this could all depend on an article by Derek Jameson. I'll keep you posted.
Yes, because I... Derek Jameson?
AIDS, the most serious medical threat to human life this century. According to government figures, there are currently some 40,000 people in Britain known to be carrying the virus. And we've got a complete list of all their names and addresses at the Crucible. Over the next 2 weeks, as a public service, we're publishing the identities of all those people the government know to be infected. Day by day, they build into a complete directory for handy use when selecting your new sexual partner. Yes, who's got it? You can't do without it. Plus, he's authoritative, he's outspoken, he's almighty. Yes, God joins the Crucible's award-winning team, speaking out on the burning issues of the day. Divorce, abortion, how firing squads could be useful in cutting down road traffic offences.
They shall all suffer my mighty wrath.
Don't miss tomorrow's white-hot Crucible, the paper with integrity.
Yes! Dickie? Is that you? Russell, where the hell are you? I've just come back up from the pub to find the entire building completely deserted. What's going on?
We've moved, Dickie. What? We've moved to new premises in Stepney.
What? In the tea break?
I'm sorry, Dickie, I thought you knew. As of 5 p.m. today, the Crucible's transferred completely to the new ultra-modern Rat House newspaper complex in the East End.
I'm the executive managing editor, Russell. Why wasn't I told?
We had to keep it hush-hush, Dickie. We haven't tied up all the redundancy deals yet.
Where is it, Russell? I'm coming right over.
Fair enough, Dickie, but when you get to the outer ring of electrified razor wire, stop. Wave a white card or something. We'll send out an armoured car to get you.
I've just seen the most unspeakable TV ad. Russell! Stepney?
Excuse me, I'm looking for the new Daily Crucible building.
I think it's over there. I was told to wait here in case they needed me again.
Russell! 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 Can you open that bloody gate? I'm the
like the pickets have arrived.
This is going to cause a major earthquake, Dave. Thanks, anyway. I owe you one.
Let go of my arm, Constable. I'm not one of your funky comedy boys, you know.
Mr. Lipton, what the hell's happening?
Ah, good morning, Maggie. Well, I was feeling at a loose end last night, so I thought, why not pop down to the local Nick for a spot of physical violence at the hands of Neanderthal man? Questions will be asked in the house in this one.
Listen, Mr. Lipton, never mind that. I've got something in here that could just blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know I want to see Sergeant.
Right. I think we can safely say this is another rip-roaring day in the history of the Crucible, everyone. The very first edition produced entirely using computerized, state-of-the-art photo-setting technology. Total and complete gibberish. Not a single intelligible word in the entire paper.
But we were bound to have some teething troubles, Dickie. Must have been all that lightning we had last night upset the phone lines we were using to relay the copy. Memory circuits went haywire.
Quite frankly, Russell, I'm not surprised that any newspaper would auto-destruct, considering the unfettered pap you were filling it with last night. In fact, I think we can justly regard it as a blessing in disguise that the list of so-called AIDS carriers turned out in the end to be completely unreadable. In view of this letter I received this morning from the DHSS.
Letter, Dickie?
Yes, which contains a rather interesting revelation. That the confidential file purloined yesterday by persons unknown contained in actual fact a list of 40,000 people currently waiting for hearing aids.
Hearing aids?
Next, another little editorial humdinger, Russell. Sit down. The Holy Sergeant Major who speaks with the voice of God. Maggie?
Well, when I went round there, he definitely seemed a bit spaced out, to say the least. And there was something very dodgy about his tobacco. So, I managed to get hold of a paper with some ash on it for analysis.
In short, Russell, it appears that our friend and correspondent, Mr. Lutterworth, recently returned from a posting in the Far East, is an opium smoker.
Opium?
Toasted up with a few pipefuls of that stuff, I'm sure we'd all feel full of the Holy Spirit. His brains have probably turned to poppies in there by now.
My God, Maggie. We can turn this into tomorrow's front. Opium junkie sergeant who saw God in a puff of holy smoke. Exposed. Honoured Christian soldier's drug dream dope pipe dupe. Work on the calls for his resignation. RSM Ken quits crack Queen's core over shock, smoke, shame, sensation. Jack, clear the front and first 4 pages. This is going to be dynamite. Dickie, this is the start of a new era. After today, we'll never look back.
Yes, Russell, and to mark the occasion, I brought you a present. A message from C.P. Scott.
Oh. Comment is free, but facts are sacred. As long as I'm editor of the Crucible, Dickie, this text shall be my Bible.
Good, because as long as I am managing editor, the Crucible will be a paper with honesty and integrity. A paper, Russell, that in future prints the truth.
Disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real. Papers, we'll tell you what's the news. just buy your papers. Papers. We'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers.
OK, Jack, so, intro. Overweight mum, Mrs. Brenda Turpin, is waving goodbye to all those fattening pork pies, pastries and puds. Dash, thanks to the Crucible. Porky Brenda, who tips the scales at 23.5 stone, admits she can never stick to a normal diet. So this week, at her own insistence, the Crucible had her mouth surgically wired up and locked her in a cage. Away from all those tempting naughty nibbles. Said blubbery Brenda, thanks to the Crucible, I shall be in this cage for a month eating nothing but low-calorie carrot juice through a straw. Well, that's it then, Mrs. Turpin. We've got a couple of the lads coming up from the packing bench to take you home again. We shan't keep you long. Right, Jack. That's the health and beauty feature tied up. Now, page 7. Oh, hello. Good morning, Dickie. How are you today?
I just ran into Greg Kettle on the lift, who said he was on his way to investigate a story that tennis player Boris Becker was a lesbian. Somewhat flimsy evidence that he's been seen going out with women. Now, this is just the kind of pernicious pap that Mr. Rathbone brought me in to stamp out. I've sent Kettle off instead to do a piece on the government's new blueprint for primary schools. Could make a decent spread. Are our infants getting the education they deserve? How do teachers in the 80s measure... Hold that right there.
Two squashed oranges, like this. That's what we call the number 8. Now, class, who can tell me what the number 9 looks like? Yes, Mr. Kettle.
I think you'll find that's the one that's like a balloon on a stick. Now perhaps you'd answer a question of mine. Do you or do you not have in your school library, freely available for all the children to see, a copy of the book Rumpelstiltskin?
Rumpelstiltskin. No. No, we don't have any copy of that book in the school.
I see. A harmless fairy tale. Banned by the left-wing council, no doubt, for depicting subjugation of women, child abuse, and derisive references to disabled dwarfs.
Dear boys and girls, if Mr. Kettle doesn't keep quiet, I shall have to bring him out the front and give him a smack on the bottom.
Sorry, Mrs. Strong. Phone call for you in your office.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, class. You can all start sharpening your pencils. And when I come back, I shall tell you what to do with them.
Okay, I apologize enough. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you. There wasn't going to be next week, Russell. The Crucible's cure for acne. Simply stick your head in a guillotine. You must think I'm some kind of simpleton. Last night, I went through the Crucible and made a list of all its major faults. The minor ones are being delivered later in a pantechnicon. Now then, first of all, the use of labels in headlines. Cliff plunge baby horror. Rape girl. Skin graft boy. Herpes man. How do you think a 70-year-old man who's been horribly injured in the war feels about being christened No Dick OAP? From now on, all headlines like this come to me first for approval. Is that understood?
Without your say-so, Dickie, they shall not pass. Oh, 10 o'clock. Is it time for your regular morning briefing with Mr. Rathbone?
Oh, God, yes.
Yes, it's just the sort of place I've been looking for, Derek, as a little weekend pied-à-terre. a deceptively spacious, four-lagooned island situated in the fashionable part of Fiji. They're asking a seven-figure sum for it, which, if I were a rabid, mercenary capitalist, I'd simply cream off from the Crucible's record profits in the form of a fat director's bonus. But such a profiteering act would fly in the face of my principles as a lifelong socialist and champion of the working classes. Quite. Ah, Dickie, come in. Derek, we'll talk later. Dickie! You're looking well. How's tricks down on the 15th floor?
All coming along nicely, Mr. Rathbone. I think Spam's realized I'm getting wise to his various little shenanigans now.
Russell Spam's various little shenanigans are the nest of maggots in the apple of my eye. The Crucible needs new blood, Dickie, and you're the man to give it. There's too much mischievous copy reaching the newspaper. Copies such as this entry for the Crucible's diary page, which has just been brought to my attention by persons unknown.
Why is movie megastar Meryl Streep looking so pleased with herself just lately? Sources close to the American beauty says because she's madly in love with Mr. Terence Rathbone. Little media mogul and lifelong socialist. The two are rumoured to have met while bopping at a New York nightclub. Miss Street immediately fell for the millionaire philanthropist's hunky good looks. Still young 62, Rathbone is said to have the bedroom staying power of a man half his age.
This do my public image no good at all, Ricky. Nevertheless, I cannot in all conscience bar you from publishing the story. It would be a gross invasion of your editorial independence. You must just take it away and do with it as you will.
Don't worry, sir. This is just the kind of unbelievable drivel I'm determined to put a stop to. Rest assured, your reputation is totally safe with me.
Indeed, Dickie, indeed.
And that's why you have to be ever so clever to become a reporter. Because it's the job of the reporter to make sure every word you read in your newspaper is completely true.
What the hell's going on? Get away from that blackboard at once!
Also, before you let a strange man into your house to search through your belongings, always ask to see his press card first.
Oh, right!
This proves that he's a bona fide member of Her Majesty's Press Corps.
Oh! Help me get rid of this odious little guy!
I warn you, I will not stop to acts of terrorism!
Right, Jack, read it to me again.
Sex show shocker for tiny tots. 5-year-old kiddies at a London infant school were this week forced to witness bizarre sexually explicit acts. Involving a man being beaten with a cane by a busty blonde in high-heeled boots. Headmistress Mrs. Rowena Strong, who had earlier invited reporter Greg Kettle to take part in a kinky spanking session. Then joined with another woman in leather skirt and black stockings in a threesome of flagellation and female dominance. Pupil Darren Jessop, 5½, commented, "I blame the loopy liberals on Camden Council." Since they appointed Mrs. Strong, Sudbury Road Infants has become more like St. Pervo's Academy for Sexual Deviance.
I've had the headmistress on the phone for 2 hours this morning. I just managed to pacify in the end by saying we'd go back there today to do a proper story. This time showing the school as it really is. The truth, Greg. Do I make myself clear?
Clear as crystal, Mr. Lipton. I'm on my way.
Something wrong with the system, Russell. Stories are still slipping through without my seeing them.
I've had no sleep for 3 nights worrying about it, Dickie. As custodian of our morals, you must be free to monitor all material. But now that we're computerised, it couldn't be easier. On this key system, you can this into your edition menu, with a standard page-digit code and then simply access to your story display with the relevant alphanumeric command. It's all in the manual. Here, Nicky.
Hello, copy. Greg Kettle here with the truth about Sudbury Road Infant School. Catchline, hookers. Mistress of St. Pervo's Academy in North London yesterday shocked parents with a new addition to her kinky curriculum. ... Lessons in prostitution. I watched in horror as, during an innocent school outing, raunchy Rowena Strong led a party of little girls through King's Cross, a well-known soliciting point for call girls. There she explained how, when there were no policemen about, they should stand on street corners looking out for men in cars. Always wait under red lights. When I approached one little girl and asked did she do French, she replied, quotes, "No, but my 12-year-old sister does." Well, I made an excuse and left.
Aha! Got it, Russell! More sex shocks at the School of Sin. St. Pervo's unveils its new tart training department.
Oh, sorry, Dickie, I've just kicked your plug out.
Mr. Lipton flashed just in from AP. A 34-year-old woman rushed to hospital with a major heart attack.
No, Jack, I get far too many important... There, that's that little story squash, Russell.
The woman, Mrs. Brenda Turpin, suffered a coronary thrombosis brought on by a massive uncontrolled eating spree of 112 Danish pastries. Her husband, Mr. Arthur Turpin, said, "This is all the fault of that bastard Lipton for letting her out of that cage." I'm going right round there now and break his bloody neck.
But, I'll just lock this door just now, just in case.
Mr. Turpin, a burly 15-stone window cleaner, then declined to make any further comments.
You little tosser!
Mister, I should warn you, I once boxed for Cambridge!
What do you want me to do with this new intro, Russell? Girl who's bitten on the chest by a black mamba.
Now read it out to me, Maggie, will you, please?
How's this then? Snakes alive. Zookeeper Trudy Dangerfield is on the danger list after one of her slippery specimens in the reptile house made a beeline for her bee cup. As 19-year-old Trudy was rushed into intensive care with a boob full of lethal snake poison, it was a case of fangs for the mammary. Her condition is described as critical.
Terrific, Maggie, much better. Have a look at this one now, will you? Are our courts tough enough on sex offenders? Should rapists be castrated at birth? Ring around a few judges, see what they're going to say.
Good one, Russell.
The rathbone. Where am I? The last thing I remember is going to hit that man.
A devastating display of pugilism, Dickie. You broke both hands on his chin. As a result of your absence from the office, spam has disgraced the Crucible yet again with this sordid perversion of the truth. Merrill's just wild about Twiggy. Screen idol Miss Streep spends nights of lust with millionaire sex machine. I'm shattered, Dickie, after your solemn reassurances that such salacious gossip would never see the light of day.
I can't think how it could possibly...
Excuses come late in the day, Dickie. Frankly, I think it's time you got off that fat backside of yours and did something about this odious trashmongering. No, don't try to move. They've strapped you in for extra safety.
Right, Lord Dunstan. And in the case of indecent exposure, would you tar and feather them before or after you'd put a padlock on the genitals? Fine. OK. Well, thanks for your help. Hello, is that the home of Mr. Justice Hitchcock? Daily Crucible newspaper here. I wondered if I could...
Jesus Christ. How the hell did you find out about this?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, we have no statement to make at this moment in time. Not until all the relatives have been informed.
Relatives? I'm sorry... Hello, St Simeon's Hospital. Administrator's office, please.
Okay.
Hello, Daily Crucible here, Maggie Troon. Have you had any details in about a death at the home of Mr. Justice Hitchcock in the village of Purlington, please?
The administrator's not here at the moment. I'm just cleaning his office.
OK, well, thanks for your help anyway.
Well, there's a big folder on his desk here. It's marked confidential. Shall I open it?
Good idea.
Oh, what have we got here now? Admissions.
That's the one.
Oh, Friday the 12th, Dorothy Ann Hitchcock, aged 64, dead on arrival.
Oh, right, thanks. That's just what...
Edward Michael Hitchcock, aged 36, dead on arrival.
Yeah, that's most unfortunate.
Linda Jane Hitchcock, aged 33, dead on arrival.
OK. Right, thanks for...
Thomas Hitchcock, aged 14, dead on arrival.
Shit.
Sorry? Is that what you wanted to know?
Yeah, great. Thanks a lot. That's exactly what I wanted to know. Bye-bye.
Well, it's about what we expected, Russell. The Press Council's ruled that the Sudbury Road Infants coverage was vindictive, sensationalistic, and wholly and utterly without any foundation whatever.
Yeah. Singled out as especially vindictive was today's testimonial by a so-called handwriting expert that the loops and curls in Mrs. Strong's rendition of the cat's hat on the mat clearly show she is a raving nympho and bondage-free. Well, how can they argue with hard facts like that? What, the only thing... Dickie, you regained consciousness.
Either that or I'm still dreaming. Let me see. No, this could only be part of some hideous nightmare. I must be awake.
Ever the court jester, Dickie. Sorry to dash, but Jack and I are needed down at Paste Up.
Russell, what about tomorrow's edition? I demand to know what you're up to.
A bag of chips would go down quite well.
Can't you read the sign on the door?
Yeah, it says open. Everywhere seems to be locked up. The place is like a ghost town. What's going on?
Stand over there.
The blue bottles a bit frisky round here, are they?
Could have been him, couldn't you? The psychopathic killer what's on the loose out there.
Psychopathic killer, eh? My lucky day. No. Nothing like that, fortunately. I'm a reporter from the Daily Crucible.
Crucible cleans up St. Pervo's. Extracurricular activities at St. Pervo's Academy are over. It's official. A press council investigation into the school for scandal found yesterday no kinky beatings, no spanking sessions, no lessons in prostitution. Crucible editor Russell Spam says thanks to our clean-up campaign, innocent children can return... Thanks to our clean-up campaign. Russell, this front page. I order you to remove it this instant.
Very well, Dickie.
How come you're...
First edition's halfway up the M1.
Jack, get down there and change this splash for the later editions. It's a disgrace.
Change it to what, Mr. Lipton?
Change it to...
You got a spare major front page lead up your sleeve, have you?
Hello?
Who's that, Mr. Lipton? It's Maggie here. I'm down in some godforsaken hole in Hertfordshire, and I think I've got a big one.
Mass murder?
They found 4 bodies, 10 o'clock this morning, at the home of the High Court Judge, Justice James Hitchcock, as in Alfred. His wife, his son, his daughter-in-law, and their 14-year-old son. Apparently, they were found lying in pools of blood, with their throats cut. Nice, eh?
Yes. Look, I'll hand you over to Russell, Maggie.
The weird thing is, the old boy himself, Judge Hitchcock, has apparently vanished. Can't be traced anywhere. So, you know, finger of suspicion and all that. I've rung the Nick and they're holding a formal press conference tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but if we run it tonight, it'll be exclusive. OK, Maggie, give me everything you've got.
Jack, just at a spot of good news, 4 people hacked to death in Hertfordshire. Just a minute.
Yeah, go on. Hitch.
In a statement just issued, said there was no truth at all in the rumour that Miss Meryl Streep was expecting his baby. And accordingly, he was planning to sue his own newspaper for libel.
Where such pernicious rumours originate is a complete mystery to me, gentlemen. Ladies. However, my lawyers have, during the last hour, concluded an out-of-court settlement with the Crucible for a 7-figure sum by way of damages, which I trust marks an end to the whole tasteless affair. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an urgent flight to Fiji to catch. Good night to you all. Terrific, Maggie. Murder, me lad. Justice Jim flees cutthroat carnage in hack-up house horror. Bloodbath binge sparks midnight manhunt for jugular judge.
Yeah, sounds great, Russell. Listen, Russell, there is a school of thought around here that the killer may actually still be on the loose in this village. You know, lurking around waiting for his next victim. So, if you don't need me here anymore...
Good thinking, Mag. Better stay put. Homicidal psychopath might strike again at any moment. And when he does, the Crucible will be right there on the spot.
On the spot. Fine.
Disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real.
front page of this nameless rival newspaper, Dickie, and tell me what you see.
I see a story claiming that Elton John's Cocker Spaniel's having a gay affair with one of the Queen's corgis.
A story which nowhere appears in today's Crucible, because...
Because I spiked it, Mr. Rathbone.
You spiked it. Excellent. Since you took the helm of my newspaper, Dickie, you've raised the standard of journalism higher than I ever dared hope. Readers are deserting us in their thousands.
Thank you, sir.
For the first time in 9 months, we've been overtaken in the circulation race by the sun.
We'll win them back in no time at all, sir. With integrity.
Of course we will, Dickie. With integrity. OK, everyone, this is a special Crucible reconstruction of last week's real-life murder tragedy. The family of a High Court judge all found slaughtered at home, so we want it done with taste and sensitivity. OK, right, everyone, positions! How's it looking, Maggie?
Well, apart from the fact that none of these people look remotely like the real murder victims, and the fact the judge was never found holding a knife, he'd already gone by the time the police got there. Perfect.
Great! OK, Andy, let's try and knock a few off quick before Dickie... It's the best murder yarn since Lord Lucan, Dickie. 4 corpses and a judge who's done a vanishing act. It's not the sort of story we can afford to ignore.
Quite. Maggie, I gather the police have now launched a nationwide hunt for this man Hitchcock, variously known as Throat Hack Beak. And Mr. Justice ripped them up. What are the chances that we could find him before they do?
Dickie, with respect, the man could be anyone.
This is your story, Maggie. I'm giving you first crack.
Whatever happened to sex discrimination?
Dickie, you sure it shouldn't be somebody more experienced looking for him? Someone like Greg Kettle?
There is no one like Greg Kettle, Russell. I'm certainly not sending him out in a lurid mass murder story with all the subtlety of a ferret in a trouser factory. I'm putting him in a plane this morning to cover the worsening situation in El Salvador.
El Salvador? Greg Kettle?
There's still too much rubbish percolating through, Russell. As from this moment, I want to see every story before it's printed. Is that clear?
Every story, Dickie? You're talking about well over 200 separate
I don't care if
items.
it's 200 or 300. I want to see every story.
Ladies and gentlemen, as from now, I'm expanding the Crucible to carry 1,200 stories a day. We've introduced 6 separate editions, constantly updated to bring the reader all the news as it happens, when it happens. Starting at 6 a.m. with our normal morning edition, the Plan Regular, and followed thereafter by the Noon Review, Tea Time Tittle Tattle, Late Night's Lowdown, the Midnight Express, and 3 a.m. by the Homeward Wandering Drunk Extra. And incidentally, let me refute this rumour that I'm in any way launching a no-holds-barred circulation war against our competitors. Competition in Fleet Street will continue to be what it has always been. Clean, fair, and mature in every respect.
Here we are, Mr. Kettle. As you can see, things in San Salvador are not nearly as bad as the news reports will have you believe.
I'll be the judge of that, Inspector, as an ambassador of Her Majesty's Press. Here is a list of my breakfast requirements, which has the force of law. You'll note I am entitled to 4 slices of black pudding under the Geneva Convention.
I will treat this with the respect it deserves.
Excuse me. You are official representative of Queen Elizabeth.
My face is well known at Buckingham Palace.
You must help us. The political situation is worsening. Repression, persecution everywhere.
I see. And your name is?
No, please.
Well, I'll just put peasant. So, what exactly is your problem?
Yesterday morning, I leave our home in the village. I come into town to see the man who will buy a horse. When I return, my father, my two brothers, have been arrested and imprisoned for no reason at all.
I see.
Yes.
You're about to sell your horse.
Excuse me?
Your horse. You're selling it. Why?
Well, it's a very old horse. The man at the factory pays a...
Factory? What sort of factory?
The factory. They buy old horses, but this is not...
Not to mince words. You're planning to sell off your horse to be melted down for glue. Is that it?
So this one now reads, News at 10 Alistair in Bogey or Nose Bristle Poser. Was it or wasn't it?
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Rathbone.
Millions of homes.
Yes, I will.
I don't like to rush you, Dickie, but the noon review's due to roll in 25 minutes. Which of these have you checked?
Those I checked, Russell. Those are still... Yes,
For 300
right,
blacks
Mr.
in
Rathbone.
Soweto. Hundreds of callers jammed ITN switchboards with offers of tissues and hankies, and a Tory MP has already slammed the IBA, calling for sweeping nostril checks.
Look, shut your rubbish up, will you? That could go in as a page lead and spike those two.
Wife roast hubby to re-wed Porn Pics Paula.
What?
Shall we spike? 20 ways to tell if your teenager is a toy boy.
Yes.
And we spike the new Anglo-Irish Accord talks.
Yes.
And we print when you're waiting condoms.
Yes. No, Russell, come back. You know, I didn't mean... I'm sorry.
I hope you're not from one of them rubbish newspapers. I haven't got any time for rubbish newspapers. I prefer the ones with the naked ladies in them.
The quality end of the market, eh?
Got some of their facts wrong on this, of course, but...
In what way?
Lady Hitchcock. She were on that sofa there with her throat gashed.
Oh, you mean her head hadn't fallen off and rolled into the fireplace like they said in the song?
That must have been a typing error.
And son and daughter-in-law, were they not half-naked upstairs in a position from the Kama Sutra?
No, they were playing chess in the front room.
So, I don't suppose you've any idea where he might have sloped off to, the old boy?
I haven't. But rumour has it, as there was a fancy woman.
Fancy?
Now, a few weeks ago, he had me make up a huge bunch of red roses and sent them off by special delivery. I held on to the address.
Miss Marion Jane Randall, all my deepest love from your dearest darling Jimsy.
What time did this one come in? Morning, Mr. Lipton. Anything wrong?
Anything wrong? I've just been stopped by 6 masked men at Stepney Tube and forced at knife point to buy a dozen copies of my own newspaper.
Misguided crucible fanatics, Dickie. We applaud their motives, but not their methods.
And furthermore, I thought it was agreed we were running the new Soviet missile offer on the front page, instead of which I find this little gem from Kettle. A new and hideous atrocity is all set to rock the population of stripe-torn El Salvador. When poor, unwanted Happy the horse goes into spinal canter, to be callously melted down and sniffed by teenagers.
But you approved it, Dickie.
It's the most mindless drivel I've ever read.
Don't you remember 4 o'clock this morning on the phone? Just after I'd read out Sue Pollard's wacky cures for cancer.
It's inane pap, and it goes no further. Do you understand?
Steady. Steady, boy. Room service? I'd like 2 more bottles of chilled Chablis and some hay. 604.
Page 17, column 3, this one, Dickie. Huh? A 2-line filler on the Icelandic ambassador's statement about mackerel quotas. Spam. Greg! How's it going with Pedro the Peasant?
No problems with the purchase, Russell. I've got the bill of sale here, written on the back of a warrant for his daughter's arrest. Happy the Horse is now the official property of the Daily Crucible newspaper and safely tucked away where evil hands can no longer get it.
Sensational, Greg. Snatched from the jaws of death. The world breathes again as the Crucible averts another international tragedy. Happy the Hoofers, happy ending. Death threat, nag, cheats, bone melt, glue pot, doom. Heartbreak horse lives to neigh another day. What do you say, Dickie? Do we run it? Great, Jack, there's our tea time splash. Greg, a word of warning. We just had a tip-off that a gang of cutthroats from the Daily Star may be coming over. No telling what they might try to scoop us on this story, so keep your eyes open.
Have no fears, Russell. The Star won't get a look in this time. Happy the Horse is in the Crucible's custody, and that's where he'll stay, rest assured.
Silver! It's Happy the Horse Week in your new 24-hour Crucible with a black beauty a day on page 4.
I get my oats with the Crucible.
Plus, it's heartwarming, it's hit-making, it's horse aid. All your favourite stars get together on this sensational fundraising single to pay the legal fees in our fight to get Happy the Horse back from the Star.
Mainland Express are a lump of dog's mess. Crucible's always the greatest, of course. And we are the ones. We are the ones. We save Happy the Horse.
You can't afford not to buy it. So gallop on down to your newsagents today for the white-hot Crucible.
The paper with integrity.
I'm disgusted, Dickie, that the fate of our circulation should depend upon some scrawny nag with a one-way ticket to the knacker's yard. Where are the responsible values in the press today? I'll tell you where they are. They're in the men and women of the retail trade who labour every hour that God sends them to sell our publications. And that's why this gala dinner tonight for the Rat House News Vendor of the Year is so important to us all. You'll be making the presentation to the winner, Mr. Rajid Patel of Hackney, whose chirpy philosophy is an inspiration to us all.
The Crucible is the one for me every time, says Mr. Patel, age 63. The Mirror and Sun, they're just a pain in the bum. As for the Mail and Express, they're nothing but a lump of dog's mess.
15 minutes, Dickie, and don't forget the award.
Go away. I don't want to talk to you.
Miss Randall, it's Maggie Troon here from the Daily Crucible newspaper. We're trying to trace Mr. Justice Hitchcock, and we think you might know where he is.
I don't know anything. Go away.
Miss Randall, every police officer in the country's after this man for mass murder. And we know you are having an affair with him. We know you've been sleeping together for several years, Miss Randall. Now, are you going to open this door, or do you want to continue discussing your intimate sexual fornications in public? Russell, but I have found his auntie who wasn't terribly helpful. Violent, but not terribly helpful. Well, I'm trying to chase up some story. He might have some bit on the side. Well, I'm a bit stumped at the moment. Well, no. Well, yeah, the police cleared everything out of his desk. There was only his typewriter left, so... Oh, God, the typewriter. How could I have missed that? No. Sorry, Russell. Listen, I've just had an idea, OK? I'll ring you back later, right? Bye-bye.
Today, the world teeters on a precipice such as we have not seen since the Cuban Missile Crisis. Will Happy the Horse be returned to the Crucible, or will the law of the jungle, as practised by the evil brigands of the Star, be allowed to hold sway?
Don't forget, the Queen is said to be taking a personal interest.
Really?
Yes, I just said it. Spam. Dickie who? Dickie? What's that? Tragedy struck at the gala dinner. Apparently, during the cabaret, Dickie went up on the stage to help a conjurer with a magic trick. Yeah. And halfway through the act, the conjurer died of a heart attack. And now Dickie's trapped in a box with 15 razor-sharp swords speared through him. Well, give him our best wishes and we hope he's out soon. Right then, when you're waiting condoms, that was one of your proofs, wasn't it?
Gentlemen, I have now examined all the legal documentation at great length. I, Pedro Di Pesa, sell Happy the Horse exclusively to the Crucible for $100. I, Pedro Di Pesa, sell Happy the Horse exclusively to the Star for $100. And I am afraid only one interpretation is possible. You are both owners of Happy the Horse.
Both the owners? What do you have?
Hey, no! Joint ownership or I take him away, you understand? You will both leave El Salvador this afternoon, and you will take this corset animal with you!
It's my horse, mister!
And no more of this trivial school playground squabbling.
The United Nations shall hear of this, make no mistake! I don't want to talk to you, go away!
This is a tragedy no one could have foreseen, Dickie. My blood chills to the plasma when I think what horrors Spam may be perpetrating back in that newsroom right now while you lie here like a human pincushion.
Perhaps you could just try pulling the swords out.
No, don't try to move, Dickie. That could be fatal. This is a job for the expert. Ah, come in, come in.
Who's that man?
Abby Bongo, Dickie. Magic consultant to Paul Daniels. He'll have the skewers out of you in no time. Right, Mr. Bongo.
Okay, caballeros. Joint ownership, I think we agree? 50-50, sign here, please.
Oh, come on, where is he? I'm not boarding that plane till I've seen that horse.
The horse is here, senor, no problem. Rodriguez! $50% each, yes? It's simple. We saw him in half. Now there are no more arguments. Have a good flight, gentlemen.
My darling Linda, just a line to say how much I'm missing you since our last moment together. Miss Linda Copeland.
Speechless, Russell. Speechless.
In what way, Dickie?
After 5 hours spent in a box with some simpleton in a fez performing hocus-pocus in my face, I was prepared to come back here and find almost anything. But I was not, in my wildest nightmare, prepared for this. It's a miracle. Sawed-up horse is stitched together again. Happy the horse last night whinnied a big thank you to the Daily Crucible. Only hours after a callous kidnap attempt by the Star had resulted in him being sawed in half by police officers. That lucky little steed survived an amazing 11th hour mercy operation in which top Brazilian doctors rushed to El Salvador to sew his body back together again. The British public aren't stupid. They'll see through this load of tripe as soon as...
The issue's a sellout. We've bought 1 million copies.
What?
Mr. Rathbone's throwing a special champagne breakfast at the Rats Hotel to celebrate our circulation victory.
This is all due to you, Dickie. Without your vision and guiding light, we should be as sightless spirits wandering through the void. You are the crucible, Dickie.
And you, Russell, are the mirror and sun.
Miss Copeland? Miss Copeland? Are you in here? Miss Copeland?
Disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real.
Let's see if I've got this right so far. The family of a high court judge are all found murdered, but the judge himself's gone missing. We track down a woman we think he's been having an affair with and find out she's been hacked to death as well.
I don't know if you've got a strong stomach, Mr. Lipton.
My God, these are appalling.
Well, police photographers. Can't expect quality. Notice the couple there, the son and daughter-in-law. They're still sitting at a chess table. The board and the piece is still laid out in front of them.
Macabre.
There's something wrong with that picture. I just wish I could work out what it is. And then what about the canary?
Exactly. What canary?
When I found the girlfriend's body, there was a dead canary lying on the floor of its cage. Well, canaries aren't noted for the high suicide rate, Mr. Lipton. I'm very dodgy about this whole story.
And very dangerous. I'm not sure it's safe for you to be investigating all this violence and brutality.
I've covered Labour Party conferences. I'll manage.
I'm having a meeting with Mr. Rathbone now. I'll stick with it for the moment, then, Maggie. I'm hoping for a good, honest story from this in the end. God knows we need one.
See you, Mr. Lipton.
25 years ago, Terence Rathbone had a dream. He dreamt of a place of magic, fun, and excitement on a high-yield investment basis. A happy land where children laugh and sing and dog turds are a thing of the past. Now, everyone can share in that dream at Rat World, a fantasy land for all the family at non-exploitative admission prices. At Rat World, you'll gaze in wonder at our life-size animated models of the royal family. So lifelike, they're almost real. For the first time, you can go inside the palace and watch the Queen scrubbing her toenails in the bath, and Diana hurling four-letter obscenities at each other, and Prince Andrew going to the lavatory. Yes, there's something for everyone at Rat World. Visit Britt Ekland's House of Toy Boys for a special puppet show of her favourite sexual positions every half hour. Then, why not take a trip to the wonderful world of the loony left, where everything is topsy-turvy? Lesbians frolic in the woods, money grows on trees, and Labour councillors meet to discuss their spending policies. Yes, Rat World, for a dazzling day out amid nature's miracles, near Fordingbridge in Hampshire, formerly the New Forest.
I don't know what to say, sir. I mean, the New Forest used to be home to deer and ponies.
Conservation of the local fauna was our top priority, Dickie. We had them all skinned and turned into robots. Extinction becomes a thing of the past.
But all these shows and attractions, this is everything you hate. This is what we're trying to eradicate in the Crucible, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is. Oh, you shouldn't have had Russell Spam on board as creative advisor. Still, warts can be ironed out. I didn't build Rat World as the ultimate in tacky commercialism. I built it as a monument for the nation.
I'm sorry. I cannot endorse it in its present form, and I cannot publish these adverts in the Crucible. Now, if you excuse me, I have urgent things to attend to downstairs. Yes, well, good morning, Mr. Rathbone.
Yes, Dickie. Good morning.
And finally, our resident psychiatrist, Dr. Lillian Schwarzkopf, for her weekly column on the couch with lobotomy Lil. Dear Lil, I have just undergone the distressing experience of a mastectomy. It has left me totally shattered and unable to cope with life anymore. Lil replies, cheer up, lovey, and keep your pecker up. Okay, so you're a knocker down on most women, but you're still one up on Marty Kane. Your contracts all expire at the end of the month. They will not be renewed. Go on, out, all of you. And now, Kettle. Firing is too good for a man whose mission to El Salvador as political correspondent resulted in a horse being sawn in half. I am therefore demoting you to the lowliest rank possible in a national newspaper. As from now, you are show business editor.
Really, Mr. Lipton, are you sure?
Not another word, Greg. Out. I've got a lot to do.
Greg, what's going on? What was all this? Morning, Dickie. Have I missed the fun and games?
Just a spot of vermin control, Russell. Talking of which, brings me to what must be one of the greatest single mysteries in modern civilization. Who is it that writes the captions for the page 3 girls?
Oh, sorry, Dickie.
What species of deformed mutant could sit down and compose lines like these? Cockney Corker Susie Tompkins, 17, is a real brainy beauty. She's got an O-level in geography. Well, fellows, we know one thing. Her contours have certainly put her on the map. A tree died for this, Russell. Look at her. She's a lump of plastic with teeth. The women here are just about as real as the robots in Rat World. Well, as from now, they're out. There will be no more topless girls in this newspaper.
What?
Worries me more than I can say, Russell. I wish I'd never set eyes on it. Dickie Lipton's old medical records. As a young actor in rep, he suffered a severe nervous breakdown brought on by the pressures of playing King Lear and Widow Twankey on alternate nights. He made a complete recovery, of course, and has been in perfect mental health ever since. Nevertheless, Russell... Well, you've got me worrying as well now, sir. For who's to say that further emotional stress, fatigue and confusion might not once again push him over the precipice into the twilight zone of madness?
Script A50 brings us up to week 46, which is one of yours, Tony. Then Gillian's, in which we finally discover the identity of the child's father. Any points, anyone?
Yes. I'm not very happy with the master storyline, I'm afraid, so I've drawn up a few changes. In the first week's episode, Angie kills herself with a meat cleaver after her new lover goes off with Kenny Everett. Dot Cotton becomes pregnant after Libyan gunmen occupy the local laundrette, following an invitation from the left-wing council. Also, I've rejigged your script for tomorrow, Jonathan.
The man who gave you the new script pages to type up.
All right, come on. You've no right to be in here.
But I presented my documentation at the gate.
I told you, possession of a BBC licence does not grant you the right to direct programmes.
Let me go. This is trial by television. I hope the information I've given you will be of use in fathoming out this grisly affair at number 15.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Thanks. And I've really enjoyed our 3-hour discussion.
Of course.
But I think...
Incidentally, some of the other reporters who've interviewed me thought I was a little bit strange.
Yeah. Yeah? What? Just because you saw a Yeti going into a house? Very valuable out.
I'm not certain it was a Yeti. It was very dark at the time. It could have been a Yeti or Bigfoot, as it's colloquially known. Or indeed some other gigantic species of ape-related extraterrestrial from another world, say Jupiter or Uranus. It was very large with huge lumbering feet.
Feet. Terrific. Well, thanks for all the leaflets and...
Incidentally, if you did wish to know more about my strange sightings and discoveries, why not pop in one night to our local society? Wow. It's the South Peckham and District UFO and Intriguing Phenomena Society. Spadufoips. And my name's Pooley. It's P-O-O-L-Y. Trevor. Pooley.
The first evening I get free. OK, well, all the best then, and thanks for the information.
Nice to have met you, Miss Troon.
Oh, nice to have met you, Mr. Loopy.
Russell, you're just trying to confuse me. It doesn't make sense. How could Dirty Dan's cousin Susie be having an affair with a former Nazi war criminal?
It's quite clear it's Greg's copy, Dickie. A man named Jim Barnes.
Yes, Jim Barnes isn't a former Nazi war criminal.
No, of course he is.
What? Just because he played a Gestapo officer in Allo Allo? Allo isn't real. It's just a TV series.
So's EastEnders, Dickie.
Yes, but in EastEnders, he's not a Gestapo officer.
No, he isn't in EastEnders, Dickie. He's in Brookside.
How can you be having an
affair with Dirty Dan's cousin if she's in EastEnders?
She isn't in EastEnders. She's in Brookside.
But you just said she was Dirty Dan's cousin.
She is.
How could Dirty Dan's cousin in EastEnders be his cousin in Brookside?
She isn't Dirty Dan's cousin in EastEnders, Dickie.
But you just said she was.
No, she's Dirty Dan's cousin in real life.
How could you be Dirty Dan's cousin in real life when Dirty Dan doesn't bloody well exist? There's no such person as Dirty Dan. He's just
Jack!
Jack, what happened to you?
The pickets on the front gate, it took me half an hour to get through.
Pickets? Well, we settled the Sogat dispute weeks ago.
It's not Sogat, Russell. It's worse than that. Much worse.
As the crippling strike by Page 3 girls enters its second week, sales of all the major tabloids have tumbled by 60%. But the girls' newly formed union, the Democratic Federation of Luscious Lovelies, are determined to stay on strike until their members at the Crucible are reinstated. General Secretary Mandy Papworth, 18, said, "We're not as brainless as people think. If necessary, we'll take our case to amputation." In the meantime, her members today launched an attack on a new front by demonstrating outside the entrance to Rat World, the multi-million-pound amusement park of Crucible owner Terence Rathbone. Thousands of potential customers turned back, refusing to cross the picket line. The man who started the whole dispute, Mr. Richard Lipton, now being dubbed in rival newspapers the Tit-Finder General, spoke to our reporter earlier today outside the Crucible's premises in East London.
No, I do not propose to bring back topless girls in the Crucible. To be frank, I find naked bosoms quite distasteful.
Well, stop tasting them then.
Quite distasteful and an insult to women, and I intend to preserve and protect those values I hold most dear, the simple values of human dignity.
Page 3 dispute is getting out of hand, Dickie. It was with unbridled horror that I heard last night how you were beaten up in an alleyway by a gang of curvaceous cuties. For all our sakes, this must be settled. As a lifelong socialist, I cannot stand by and see innocent, sexy sizzlers thrown on the scrap heap. I cannot deny an individual the right to work, for denying an individual the right to work is the effect of a bad curry in the bottom of my heart. Without in the least usurping your authority, I've referred this whole dispute to ACAS, and I trust you'll abide by their decision.
ACAS? Right.
Incidentally, I hope you'll let me know if the strain is getting too much, Dickie. If I thought all this was turning you into a mindless, gibbering wreck, I'd have it on my conscience forever. More Valium.
Yeah, another reporter found snooping around this morning, I hear.
This is about the only place left now you can get any privacy.
Yes, I can confirm that a deal has been worked out in this dispute, and I've been asked to read the following statement. From midnight tonight, the girls will resume normal working. In return, the management of the Daily Crucible have agreed to reinstate all photographs of bare breasts backdated to the 1st of March. So there'll be 13 pairs of them in Page 3 tomorrow. A new pay structure will be phased in with differentials linked to nipple size. And for skilled and highly skilled models, those with more than one facial expression, there will be an incentive scheme involving Nick Kershaw's phone number. Thank you.
Which one do you think, Dickie? Page 3, pick strike spiked. Tit-Finder General dealt no blouse body blow as Dreamboat Dolly Deal gives green light to Press Picks Fleshpot Jackpot.
Pardon, Russell?
Huh? Or this one. Chest flash chick fans cheer charter for cheesecake. Boob band man in bust bear back down as no bra breastbird barbed bites dust.
I'm sorry, Russell. I don't seem to be able to understand what you're saying to me anymore.
That one, I think, Jack. Trouble with the spread, Dickie?
TV star that spills all in the first installment of her sizzling bonk and tell memoirs. Former actress Goldie Finch tells it like it is, behind the scenes and between the sheets. Over the next week, I will reveal Blob. How I put on black suspenders for Friar Tuck. Blob. How I lost my virginity to a Dalek. Blob. How I was ravished at a showbiz orgy by Roland Rat and Orville the Duck. And ended up in a Soho nightclub snorting coke with sooty. Russell, do you think I don't know what you're trying to do to me here? Do you think I can't see that all this is just to try and make me crack up?
Sorry, Dickie?
Well, it hasn't worked, has it? Because I know what your game is. I know what a tissue of lies all this is, Russell.
Yes, Dickie?
Yes, I know, because Sooty told me. Didn't you, Sooty? Right. And from now on, Sooty and I are taking no nonsense from anyone. Isn't that right, Sooty? Oh, look, here comes Sweep.
Yes, we're first with the news again, as the white-hot crucible brings you the burning issues of the century, the sensational medical secrets of the East Enders. Top-level investigative journalism triumphs again, as we uncork the amazing urine samples of the soap superstars. Yes, it's all in their specimens. Who's pregnant? Who's diabetic? Which well-known character is an alcoholic? And just who has an embarrassing complaint that needs 2 injections a week till it clears up? Top Harley Street urologist tests the water and tells all. All this plus a chance to win a year at Rat World with the dummy Queen and Prince Philip. Only in the Crucible tomorrow. The paper with integrity.
Words cannot describe, gentlemen, the outrageousness of this tasteless drivel. Quite aside from how you came to acquire these unspeakable specimens in the first place. I and the BBC want to know what you propose to do to make amends for this atrocity.
I understand your feelings, of course, and fully sympathize with them. I can only ask you to be assured I'm in total command of the situation, and that I... Oh, my God, no, Sooty. What are you doing with that metal bar? Don't you dare to...
Afternoon. I'm Maggie Troom from the Daily Crucible newspaper. I wondered if you could spare...
Not today, darling. We're very busy men. Why don't you hop it like a nice girl, eh? Right.
I suppose you've heard that the woman from next door here was found murdered. I don't know if either of
Look,
us
we
saw
don't
her.
know anything and we haven't seen anyone. And if we had, we wouldn't tell the press. Because they're the scum of the earth. OK? Right.
Fine.
Listen here, nice.
Thanks for your help, then.
Now, the brickwork between these sashes.
Are you using timber or high tensile steel for these roof truss collars?
Timber?
I don't give much for your compressive stress ratios. See ya.
Live from the University of London, we bring you Miss Brainy Breasts of Britain, introduced by your host, Richard Lipton.
And at the end of that round, Stephanie, you have scored no points of any kind. Passed on 36. The letters USA stand for United States of America. And may we have our next contender, please, Miss Rat World.
Miss Rat World is an 18-year-old mechanical robot. Her hobbies are megalomania, self-publicity, and lifelong socialism. Her ambition is to go around the world and buy it.
Greg, may I have the jar of human organs, please? And you have 10 seconds to decide whether these are Dirty Dan's gallstones, all of the duck's kidney stones, or Martin Crane's...
Yes. Dry, you can paint the front of it any colour you want. This is one here that I did earlier, and I'm sure if your mummy got one of these for Mother's Day, she'd be absolutely thrilled to bits. And the good thing about
It was a mistake anyone could have made, Mr. Rathbone. It seems that when Dickie came to in the BBC studio set of the series Casualty, where we left him for a lie-down, he thought it was a real hospital. And he got out of the bed and stumbled naked into the studio next door during a live broadcast of Blue Peter. We can but hope that the shock of exposing his genitals to millions of school children at tea time will not impede his return to full health. And I, for my part, will personally ensure that his rest cure at the London Rat Health Clinic is made as comfortable as possible and that he's fully shielded from any upset that might unhinge his mind.
Well, I feel as fit as a fiddle again and ready to get back to work at the Crucible again. And may I thank you, Mr. Rathbone, from the bottom of my heart for your kindness, understanding, tireless support.
Impressed, Dickie? How they do it beats me. As from tomorrow, this automated robot will have pride of place at Ratworld in the new exhibit, Great Flashers of the 20th Century. Mustache, Dickie. Get well soon.
Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. On any page you'll find disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real. Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just
Yes, we fully accept that the report was totally inaccurate, and we are printing a full apology in the... Yes, we fully accept now that your grandmother was not a witch. And that your great-grandmother was never at any time a disciple of Count Dracula. Yes? Yes, and nor was your great-great-grandmother a one-eyed hunchback who was kept in the attic so as not to frighten neighbors. Yes, I'm sure your family has undergone much distress. Yes, Your Royal Highness. Yes, we will. Goodbye, sir. Well, the Duke of Edinburgh was not amused. 2 weeks ago, I seem to remember saying that all royal stories should be treated with taste and sensitivity.
We didn't think you were serious, Dickie.
I didn't think I was serious. Of course I was serious when I say something. I mean it. Good God above. Why isn't it one can't leave this office for 1 week to have a simple nervous breakdown without going back to this farrago of fiction? Now, for God's sake, let's get this bloody paper on the road. Now then, tomorrow's first edition, I take it we'll be leading with the Tamil bomb blast in Colombo. Where's a copy for that?
A bit heavy for the front, isn't it, Dickie? Dead Indians with your cornflakes.
It's a major international tragedy, Russell. What would you propose in its place? I suppose you've got
Morning, Russell. Mr. Lipton's all there, as we discussed, I think.
Thanks.
Tinker Tailor, hello, sailor. The late Sir Reginald Tadworth, a former head of MI5 and close friend of George VI, was in his spare time a male prostitute. A new book out reveals today. As Reggie the Rent Boy, he used to hang around the Soviet embassy charging 3 and 6pence a spank.
Important national security implications there, Dickie.
Oh, yes, like they were in last week's front page headline, the one that claimed that Mahatma Gandhi was a Nazi. Have you no respect for the dead of any kind, Russell?
Well, we spiked the story about Gloria Hunniford.
It is not funny, Russell.
Dickie, we print these stories simply because everyone else prints them. If we didn't keep ahead of the competition, we wouldn't have any readers left.
Yes, we do always seem to know exactly what the others are about to print. I wonder how.
I've been tragically rocked by emotional heartache, Doctor. Last night, my wife slammed me over my dramatic bid to launch an amazing probe into what we were having for tea. She then hit out, lashed out, and blasted me in an amazing major dramatic shock storm over the way I talk.
Yes, well, your speech patterns have become somewhat distorted. I gather after working for 2.5 years as proofreader on the News of the World.
That's right. And last night, my wife, luscious, leggy Linda, 33, staged a major blistering attack, and in a shock 11th hour flare-up, sensationally axed my beans on toast.
Well, Mr. Coates, why don't you just resign?
I can't. Someone's blackmailing me to stay on there. I can now exclusively reveal, as part of a dramatic bid in a hush-hush spy probe into the News of the World's amazing top-secret story.
Blackmailing you? Who is blackmailing you? Who is this person?
Ah, Mr. Coates, we meet again. And who I Greg Kettle, Her Majesty's Press. Mr. Coates, I'll have to ask you to come with me to assist with my inquiry. We shall see about that.
No, I won't give you the green light to quiz me again to spill more major dramatic secrets. I won't do it.
Mr. Coates, I think you remember this photograph, taken 25 years ago in the church vestry after choir practice.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it's quite an interesting one, this, Russell. From what we can gather, the News of the World is about to pay a vast sum of money for certain goods believed to be American in origin, which are all set to cause a major world sensation.
Goods? What sort of goods, Greg?
I don't know. He jumped out of the window at that point. I think we can assume they relate to someone very well known.
Are you still here? Get out! Get out of this building!
I agree, Dickie. This morbid obsession with dead celebrities is profane and it's offensive. What we need in the media is a return to good Christian taste, for good Christian taste is the mint sauce on the Lamb of God. However, now to business. As an ex officio member of the board of Rat House Leisure Industries, it's time that you were involved more in the wider sphere of our video and movie marketing. Now, these are the latest top-notch releases from the studio of 20th Century Rat. Well, distribution deals still to be tied up.
Astro Driller Zombies 3. Galactic Vampire Massacre. Space Lesbian Chainsaw Lust. For 15 and over.
Well, holding press conferences at the end of this week. I'd like you to be there, Dickie, as my right hand. It'll be a good experience for you.
Yes, I dare say. But I'm not sure that...
Excellent. In Japan. Our flight for Tokyo leaves in a few hours. No need to pack the cars or...
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Rathbone. That's out of the question. I refuse to leave Spam for an instant, and that's that.
Now, this merchandise, how can I be sure it's genuine?
Hey, listen, it's genuine. If you don't want to take it, I'll go right back to the News of the World.
I'll take it. Now, the price, as we agreed on the phone.
It's all yours.
Building in Stepney, and careful how you go. We're carrying the most sensational purchase in newspaper history.
Yo.
I can't see a problem, Maggie. I mean, what have we got here? A family of a High Court judge discovered at home with their throats all cut, as is the woman he's having it away with in Peckham. Lad across the road says he saw a great lumbering creature like some extraterrestrial from another world prowling around the girlfriend's house.
A Brill Cream nerd, Russell, who's into telescopes.
And sure enough, round the back of her place in the concrete, we find a set of huge, unearthly footprints. Well, there's your story. Hertfordshire Ripper came from Pluto. E.T. Bigfoot clue sheds new light on Phantom Neckhack Fiend. What are you worried about? We get a libel writ from a space yeti?
You've seen me notes, Russell. Don't you think some of this is a bit strange? Judge Hitchcock completely disappearing like that without trace. And for that matter, his dog, the Cocker Spaniel, which I notice has also never been found. Why 2 of the victims were found still sitting at a chess table, all the pieces still in place, and why the girlfriend's pet canary was found lying dead in its cage. I mean, the list just goes on.
Well, alien visitors from another galaxy, who can say what happened?
Look, Russell, just give me a few more days. I mean, let me at least get some kind of official confirmation.
The end of the week, Maggie, that's all. We can't sit on a story like this for long. Pam, well, get back here as soon as you can and make sure nobody sees what's inside that box. They might have a heart attack.
Make sure no one sees what's inside what box. What's going on here?
We're just organising next week's bingo prize, Dickie. Incidentally, Dickie, while you're in Japan, don't forget to try the raw squid, they say to...
I'm not going to Japan.
Oh, I heard you were...
I don't care what you heard. Now, you might explain how this managed to sneak its way down to taste up. Prince Edward to have sex change, ?
It's just a piece of harmless fun, Dickie. That's all. You take it too seriously.
Unlike most of the royal princes, Edward can wear taffeta. But should avoid low-cut dresses until his breasts are fully developed.
Two new ads up on display, Russell.
Oh, right, Jack, thank you.
By the way, Mr. Lipton, when you're in Japan, could you bring me back one of those new pocket televisions? They're only about...
I'm not going to Japan. Where do people keep getting this from? Lipton. Look, where did you hear that? I'm not going there, do you hear? Under any circumstances. I'm not going to bloody Japan.
Don't you changed your mind, Dickie. It's just a shame they made such a cock-up of the flight arrangements. How awful that you should have been squashed up in economy class for 25 hours, being sick in a jiffy bag, while I was forced to go in extreme luxury at the front of the plane. Champagne and beluga caviar and no lunches for a lifelong socialist, Nicky. Heads will roll at BA for this, I can tell you.
Heads will roll back and step me, Mr. Rathbone, if I find Spam's been up to any of his usual deviant tricks when I've been away. Engaged. It was engaged 3 hours ago when I rang from the airport. He's up to something. I know he's up to something.
Biggest one we've ever pulled off. Take a look, Jack. All the way from Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, home of the late, great Elvis Presley.
I don't believe it, Russell. His bones.
What is this program?
You're enjoying it, Dickie. One of Japan's top game shows. This elderly couple in Mexico think that their hotel's being destroyed by an earthquake. But in fact, it's nothing but a rather crazy stunt by the Candid Kamikaze team. I'm hoping to buy up the world TV rights.
Yeah, could I have Russell Spam's office? Yes, I'll hold.
Hurry back, Dickie. This one's a riot. A couple of holidaymakers in Rome who think they're being gunned down in cold blood to the How does this sound for the TV ad? Yes, it's true. Now you can be the owner of Elvis's pelvis. With the bingo prize of the century. Fill your card with lucky numbers and you could be the proud possessor of the jawbone that sang Heartbreak Hotel. We'll splice a few clips from his movies together, add a page 3 girl digging up a grave, and Bob's your uncle. Take that phone off the hook, Jack, will you? It's driving me mad. Dickie, I'd like you to meet Mr. Hieronymus Lipsky of ZFD.
How do you do? How do you do?
Mr. Globulus of the Tel Aviv Distribution Group. And Mr. Leif Erikson of the Swedish Film Acquisitions Committee.
How do you do?
Mr. Dickie Lipton, who was once a distinguished TV celebrity in our country. Many of you may remember him from your visits to Britain.
Aha! Lipton! I see you're William Lupita.
I'm sure these gentlemen are more than anxious to see our new catalogue of top-class family entertainment, Dickie.
Yes, well, we have a wide range of delightful and absorbing films which we think will appeal to audiences right across the world, comprising Grisly Grave Robbers from Hell, Bloodbath of the Alien Slave Bimbos, Astro Driller Zombies 3, all very enjoyable movies. Seem to be no takers, sir.
Look, this is, you know, a top security U.S. Air Force base. You'll have to speak to our press officer, Lieutenant Merrick, because
I didn't get on very well with Mr. Merrick. I never get on with any man whose neck is wider than his head.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Look, that is immaterial. We have a procedure which has to be...
Our editor wants to run a story saying the murders at Judge Hitchcock's house are the work of aliens from outer space. I know. Based on the fact that some loon of a neighbour thinks he saw a big creature loping around the scene of the crime. Well, I just thought if there had been anything weird, you know, you'd have picked it up on your radar stuff and... What's the matter?
Jesus, I don't... Well, I guess this all ties in here.
What all ties in?
Well, about the time those murders happened, we were getting some real strange activity in the electromagnetic field. On several nights, we were picking up some kind of unidentified craft flying over this area. We don't have the faintest idea where it came from.
You're kidding. And what exactly did this kind of...
Oh, jeepers, the hotline! Colonel Northcott, Red Alpha summons. Colonel Northcott. That's the top priority line for the commanding officer of this base. I don't recall the last time it rang. Northcott. Yeah? Yeah? What? Oh, right. It's for you.
Hello, Russell. Yeah? OK. Right, I'll get right round there. Moustache.
Yes, all right. I said all right. I'll try again later.
そうです。これが韓国ロックで腰を日本円に対してアメリカドルが1ドル60セントに下がりました。それでは最後にイギリスより。
素晴らしい骨の持ち主が世界のどこかで現れることでしょう。さてどなたでしょうか。
Mr. Rathbone!
Seen it. You better take the fast plane back. Well, there's still time to put a stop to this atrocity.
By the time I finish with Spam this time, they'll be giving his bloody bones away.
Found anything interesting, have you, Sergeant?
That's for you to guess, isn't it?
Guess. Right, wouldn't be, dead cocker spaniel, would it?
How much do you know about all this?
Can't you see how it all fits yet, Sergeant? You saw the bodies. 2 of them were found murdered, sitting at a table. A complete chessboard still in front of them, every piece still in place. Now, don't you think that's a bit odd?
In, what way?
How could a man come into a room and cut both the throats without leaving any signs of disturbance? Unless, of course...
Unless what?
Unless they were already dead in the first place.
Already dead? Why would you want to cut someone's throat if they were already dead?
Well, that's for you to try and guess, isn't it, Sergeant? Bye-bye.
Right then, the first prize is due to be won Monday. Now then, who's available to make the special presentation?
We were wondering if we could get Lionel Blair.
If we could get Lionel Blair, we wouldn't need the skeleton. Dickie who? Dickie? What? When? That's terrible. The hand of fate has this time struck a cruel blow indeed. It seems that Dickie was rushing back to congratulate us on our initiative in his plane had to make an emergency stop in Saudi Arabia. During a routine search of his baggage, officials discovered several copies of sexually violent videos, including Astro Driller's Zombies 3. And now, according to strict Islamic law, he's been thrown into jail and sentenced to a public whipping. That's terrible. Now then, I wonder if Bob Monkhouse would be available. Dick, I flew out as soon as I heard. How are you feeling?
About as well as anyone would feel when they've been chained up in a dungeon and sentenced to 50 lashes. My God, I can't believe this is happening.
Dickie, do you by any chance remember a little program we were watching in Japan where innocent members of the public were hoodwinked into thinking unspeakable horrors were about to befall them? A program called Candid Kamikaze.
You don't mean
this? Dickie, I've managed to buy up the world's TV and video rights to the format. Unfortunately, this horror couldn't be more real. Will be whipped in the main square at 10:30 tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? But I thought...
Yes, they've put it back a day, apparently to coincide with Princess Anne's royal visit. As soon as she heard the managing editor of the Crucible was to be publicly flogged, she immediately ordered ringside seats.
The British newspaperman who was arrested yesterday in the Middle East has been tried and found guilty of offences against Islam, including the illegal importing of sexually violent films on video. And despite pleas by his solicitor for reprieve, the public whipping of the Crucible's managing editor, Mr. Richard Lipton, went ahead this morning in Saudi Arabia as well. Crucible proprietor, Mr. Terence Rathbone, commented, "This is a sacrifice of the noblest order."
There you go.
Dickie! Yes, I am back. And yes, it's still bloody painful.
I think it was lucky the Crucible lawyer got you off with 10 lashes. It could have been much worse.
If it wasn't for this appalling Elvis Presley stunt, it's the most sickening, tasteless...
I agree, Dickie. We cancel the whole thing.
And I order you to cancel the... Cancelled it?
No, sorry, Dickie. Haven't you heard the news? Oh, we had all the bones wired up for a photo call with Maggie Philbin, and that's when we discovered we'd been duped. It seems some unscrupulous con merchant from the States sold us the bones of an African gorilla, claiming it was Elvis.
Oh, brilliant. So what's next on the agenda, Russell? I know. We'll buy half a pound of scrag end and say it's Rod Stewart.
Scarce has the scourge of Islam left your back, and here you are making priceless jests again. Fortunately, there is a silver lining. I'm just back from the publishers, and they reckon that this new project will break all literary records.
Blue Suede Swindle? A riveting insight by Crucible reporters into the great Elvis Presley skeleton hoax.
The Hitler Diaries meet the Piltdown Man. It'll be a bestseller, Dickie. We're already back in pocket from the advance alone.
Don't think you're going to get away with this, Russell. Quite apart from all the hideous publicity and the fact that I've got to sleep on ice packs for the next 6 weeks, I'm still extremely angry I couldn't get through to you on the phone when I was away.
Oh, well, Dickie, you know, transcontinental calls. You can't get through for love nor money. It's a total waste of spam. Yes, Mr. Rathbone in Japan would like a word. I thought you'd like to hear the good news, Dickie. The worldwide coverage of your flogging in Saudi Arabia has resulted in massive publicity for all our videos. They're now so famous that orders are flooding in from all sides. Rumour has it that exports of Astro Driller zombies alone will end up netting us the Queen's Award for Industry. Dickie? Is this a crossed line? I thought I heard someone scream.
Disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous backs that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real. Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers. Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers.
If you were a gentleman, you'd see me to the door. But reporters from The Sun aren't gentlemen, are they? They're not even human beings.
What have you found out about Hitchcock?
Oh, piss off.
Well, that's all very well, but the fact is that any news presentation will always be selective, laying you open to allegations of bias. You can't please everybody.
Of course, I suppose the conventional image most people have of a tabloid editor is of some fat, racist slob with an Australian accent. Mark Indoni, you are sub-editor on a well-known nameless newspaper. How accurate is this?
Oh, totally inaccurate. And may I say, we're not at all racist on my newspaper. We merely like to give our readers what they want. A bit of spunky, harmless fun.
Harmless fun? I suppose that was harmless fun 2 months ago, was it, during the French lamb trade war, when you sent a Sherman tank full of page 3 half-wits to Calais and a live shell accidentally blew up an orphanage and killed 27 children.
Oh, come on, mate. French children. And what about the Crucible last week? Giving away Elvis Presley's skeleton as a bloody bingo prize.
If it wasn't for your newspaper plumbing the depths of bad taste in the first place, we would have to sink to those levels just to stay in the market.
Bad taste? Coming from the bloke who whipped out his plonker on a kid's TV show.
I did not whip out my plonker. I was in a state of nervous anxiety, and I was in a very difficult situation. Anyway, that's not the issue here. Turn that record off, for God's sake. Get back to work. Go on, Maggie.
Well, it's like some big jigsaw puzzle, really. First of all, we've got a High Court judge, Sir James Hitchcock, whose family are all found at home one morning with their throats cut. Well, Hitchcock's gone. 3 weeks afterwards, we still don't know where he is. Next, the woman he's been seen in Peckham, Linda Copeland, is also found dead. So is her canary. And so, a few days later, is Hitchcock's dog. Well, that's 7 deaths. 5 people and 2 animals.
What about this story? It's all the work of aliens, the one that Spam wants to print.
Well, that started with a Mr. Kevin Pooley, who lives opposite the girlfriend. He reckons he saw some big creature, like a yeti, near her house, which left huge footprints in the fresh cement. After which, a guy from the US Air Base at Redway Sands, a Lieutenant Scott Mackenzie, said he picked up signals from some kind of UFO near the judge's house in Hertfordshire. If only I could get back inside the house.
That'd be breaking and entering an illegal trespass. Be bloody careful.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce a special guest this morning, Lord Gilbert, who is chairman of the Royal Commission, currently looking into standards and practice in the British press. I suggest we make him welcome. Would you care to occupy a chair, Lord Gilbert? And then carry on exactly as we would do if he weren't here. Now, tomorrow's splash, I thought we'd lead with the new ideological schism over segregation policy in South Africa, backed up by a 4-page report on the prospects of a solution to the internecine political divisions in Pretoria.
Excuse me. I'm ever so sorry, everyone. I seem to have stumbled into the wrong room by mistake. I was looking for Russell Spam's office.
Good morning.
Oh, it is you, Russell. Are you feeling all right?
Never felt better, Dickie. Thank you. The centre spread will, of course, be the review of modern prison policy. Is prolonged incarceration corrective, or does it generate a recidivist mentality among offenders?
Can you get me the first aid nurse? I think Mr. Spam's having some kind of fit.
I'm fine, Dickie, honestly. Now, pictures on page 3, of course. We have the tits.
Check. Yes. Together with the report on ornithological health hazards posed by eco-disruptions of ozone dissipation.
Russell, what's going on? Remember the story about Princess Diana becoming a cannibal? After she was seen eating a jelly baby?
By the way, Dickie, I don't think you've met Lord Gilbert here, Chairman of the Royal Commission on the Press.
Mr. Lipton, I wonder if you could spare me and my colleagues a short interview.
And by definition, any news presentation will always be selective. You can't please everybody.
Yes, I heard you trot that one out on television, and I was about as impressed by it then as I am now. Mr. Lipton, can you honestly say that since you took over, the Crucible has published one single story of benefit to society?
Oh, yes. Hundreds.
Name one.
Well, there was the, and we, well, possibly not. But we are currently working on an extremely important expose that I am confident will have far-reaching implications for Western democracy.
Yes, what is that?
I can't say at the moment. We haven't gathered all the evidence yet, so it's...
Thank you very much indeed for your help, Mr. Lipton.
Yes, and in any case, we also...
Thank you, Mr. Lipton.
How pleasant it is, Lord Gilbert, to have this little tete-a-tete before you go to press with your committee's report. Something has to be done about declining standards in the media.
I will be honest, sir. It's going to make grim reading. If I might quote from our conclusions so far, the Commission has found the tabloid press consistently guilty of factual inaccuracies, misquotations, tastelessness, vindictiveness, sensationalizing trivial issues and trivializing important issues. Invasion of privacy, sexism, racism, jingoism, sadism, lurid exploitation of sex and violence, and so on and so on.
I believe your committee is divided as to the solution, Lord Gilbert.
Yes. 2 of our members favour the setting up of a new press tribunal with powers to penalise offending newspapers and, if necessary, sequestrate their funds. The other 2, while critical of popular tabloids, feel it's up to the editors to be more responsible without the need for statutory controls.
Which leaves you with the casting vote, Lord Gilbert, one which I'm sure will in no way be influenced by any offers of remuneration from interested parties. You appear to have dropped the key to your brand new Porsche.
I don't have a brand new Porsche, Mr. Rathbone, nor have I any desire for one. And if you'll excuse me, I think further dialogue between us would be inappropriate. Good day.
Indeed, good day, Lord Gilbert. With great respect, Dickie, how do we know that Maggie's murder story is going to be anything special? How do we know it isn't going to be just another judge who went completely loopy and didn't know what he was talking about? The High Court's full of them.
If we could just come up with one big, responsible story that benefited society, I honestly believe it would tip the balance against this press tribunal they want to set up.
Oh, we're all against the idea of a press tribunal, Dickie, but there are other methods of stopping it.
Other methods?
Well, suppose this Lord Gilbert was suddenly to be discredited in some way. Suppose Greg Kettle happened to find some dark, guilty secret.
Greg Kettle, what have you got that man up to now?
Now, relax, Dick. He's just making some routine inquiries. That's all, just routine inquiries.
That's about it on the confidential police records, I think.
Nothing to go on there. Onward, I think. Cheers to the next one.
What's going on here? Scotland Yard drug offenders, 1987. How on earth did
Just checking a few files, Mr. Lipton. Using Jessie's gizmo here, we're able to hack in via the phone to various computer records.
Hack in? What? You mean you're searching through confidential records?
So far, we've done the Scotland Yard drug squad, vice squad, parking offenders, DBSC, inland revenue, undischarged bankrupts, and, of course, the major credit rating files. There we are. There's the L's, you see.
Good Lord, there's my name.
Would you like me to raise your Barclaycard limit?
£1,000? Put that back.
OK, Greg. Register of companies coming up now. Complete inventory of all UK company directors.
Right. Let's see if he's here. Lord Gilbert. Lord Gilbert. Ah, there we are. Lord Gilbert. Director of something called Regina Requisites. That sounds promising. Right, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Lipton. I think this firm could do with a little visit from Her Majesty's Press. Cheers.
And no funny business, Greg, or else. I don't suppose you could get my name off the Reader's Digest mailing list.
You from the Customs and Excise, then?
Not exactly, but our powers are very similar. Open up this one, if you would.
Oh, no, my boss says you can't open any of these boxes without a search warrant.
Quite correct. Have you got one?
No.
All right, I'll overlook it just this once. Go on.
Thanks.
All addressed to mail order customers, I see, in plain wrapping. What's in these parcels?
Well, lots of different things, really. Oh, bugger it. Now I've set them all off.
You, take your coffee, black or white?
Lieutenant Mackenzie. From the airbase.
You passed out on the stairs back there. I guess it was the shock.
Is that really Judge Hitchcock in that bed? He's like a corpse. What's happened to him? What the hell's going on around here?
Copy deadline in 5 minutes, Dickie. Where's Maggie's blockbuster story now?
She promised she'd phone in.
It isn't going to happen, Dickie. Our only chance to maintain the freedom of the press lies there in your hands.
The secret shame of Lord Dildo. Lord Gilbert, chairman of the Royal Commission on the Press, is secretly the director of a firm that turns out kinky sex appliances. The po-faced peer who wants to clamp down on our saucy fun is himself an evil porn merchant peddling obscene items of pervery. Some of which, blob, come with a selection of special extensions. Blob takes 6 U2 batteries laid end to end. Blob have a voltage adjuster for use in hot climates.
It'll kill his report stone dead, Dickie. I mean, if you were suddenly to find out that Ludovic Kennedy was secretly running a brothel in Plymouth, you'd never take Did You See seriously again, now would you?
Maggie, how did it go? Did you get anywhere?
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Well, the murdered family of Judge James Hitchcock were killed when a deadly virus developed by American scientists for germ warfare escaped from a U.S. airbase. The virus is being secretly deployed by the United States throughout Britain without the knowledge of the British government and in direct contravention of the existing world ban on biological weapons.
Zeta-toxin 100 is probably the most lethal germ in the world. It was genetically engineered in the States for military use. It spreads instantly through the slightest physical contact, interferes with the nerves and muscles, and within an hour or two, you're dead. Well, 3 or so weeks ago, a US truck carrying supplies of the stuff to Redway Sands had a smash-up, and a load of the seal tubes spilled out onto the roadside. Now, one of these was never found until Hitchcock's dog went sniffing round the bushes. Hitchcock took the tube home, rang up the airbase to tell them what he'd found, and then went off to spend the afternoon with his floozy in London, leaving the tube with his wife.
And the germ escaped?
Well, the seal must have cracked during the smash-up. When the Americans arrived with their Yeti-look suits, all they found was 4 dead bodies.
But Hitchcock had also caught the virus.
Yes, but for some reason it didn't take immediate hold. He became a carrier without developing the disease. So without knowing it, he sentenced his girlfriend to death that afternoon. She must have died just after he left.
Along with her pet canary.
Well, the dead animals really should have given us a clue. Anyway, when Hitchcock got back, the Americans carted him off to the airbase where he couldn't spread the germ any further. Then, to divert suspicion, they took a knife to everyone's throat to make it look like the work of some kind of psychopath. Well, there never were any aliens. Mackenzie made up that UFO story on the spur of the moment to put us off the scent.
So where's Hitchcock now? Still at the base?
Until this afternoon he was, but it seems that after 3 weeks in his system, the Zeta-toxin's finally taken hold. He's on the way out. He asked if he could go home to die. Of course, the American top brass said no. But Mackenzie, well, he felt the whole thing stank already, and it was the least he could do. So he snuck him back there today, and he'll stay with him until, well, he probably won't last another 24 hours.
Well, I think it's goodbye to Lord Dodo, Russell, don't you?
OK, Maggie, bash it out fast as you can. I'll need quotes from the Air Base, the US Embassy, the MOD. Oh, this will mean a complete overhaul of
Hello?
2, 3 and the spread.
It's him, Mackenzie.
Hello?
Miss Troon? Jesus, I don't know what's happened. He's gone. Well, I left him upstairs in bed while I went to the John, and when I came out, he'd just gone. I don't understand it.
Gone? But he wouldn't have had the strength to walk. It's Hitchcock. He's left the house still carrying the virus, for God's sake.
Russell, here's Mr. Lipton. I think you'd better look at this. Front page of tomorrow morning's Sun.
Exclusive, we seized the hacking judge. Murder manhunt ends as our lads nab the beast of the Old Bailey. In a dramatic 11th-hour commando-style raid last night, crack reporters from the Sun tracked down and seized Judge James Hitchcock and his evil lair in Hertfordshire, bringing him back to Wapping to await arrest by the police.
27 journalists on The Sun are horribly killed after contact with a lethal virus. The man they kidnapped, missing Judge James Hitchcock, dies in hospital. The full scandal of how American forces smuggled illegal biological weapons onto British soil. And in Washington tonight, the president calls an urgent meeting of his staff to find out whether or not he had any idea what was happening. Also in tonight's extended program, in the wake of today's sensational disclosures by the Crucible, the Royal Commission on the Press comes down against statutory controls. Their verdict? The tabloids must be left free to put their own house in order.
Yeah, I think it's clear that the Daily Crucible, under my aegis, has established itself as a pioneer of probing journalism. And I can assure the British public that following the very sensible decision by Lord Gilbert's Commission on Freedom in the Press, that from now on, integrity and responsibility are assured, and careless inaccuracies a thing of the past.
Mr. Lipton, thank you. Now we move on to our report on the booming trade in mail-order sex appliances. Martin Wingate went to visit a man who manufactures these bizarre marital aids, Mr. Gilbert Lord, of Regina Requisites in London.
Ladies and gentlemen, I come here today not to gloat over the hideous and horrific deaths of the editorial staff of a rival newspaper. For gloating over hideous and horrific deaths is the dose of clap in the affairs of men. Or does it afford me one jot of satisfaction to observe that large sections of the British public, in their ignorance, have decided to stop buying the Sun, believing it to be contaminated with the deadly virus that killed its reporters. There is no evidence whatever to support such a ridiculous idea. And now, as the marble doors of this special memorial tomb close for all eternity, let us pray for the 28 departed colleagues of this fine, distinguished newspaper. The oration was one of your very best, Mr. Rathbone. A banquet for the eardrums. Thank you, Russell. Incidentally, I thought it was 27 bodies, not 28. No, definitely 28 bodies. The man who arranged them in the tomb told me quite distinctly. Oh, right. By the way, have you seen Dickie around at all? Oh, not since he collapsed in a dead faint from heat exhaustion earlier this afternoon, sir. Oh, well, I expect he'll turn up. Tell me, any news on the Princess Diana story? Greg's interviewing some cannibals now, sir, for their professional comments. Oh, excellent.
Papers, give us your daily due. Papers, disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder where the real is really